One of the biggest questions I've asked myself for years is, what if Zoro was in Bleach? So we know Zoro is a crazy strong swordsman, so why not rank him in the Bleach universe? And I've seen some people think that Zoro would be father in the Bleach universe, Zoro wouldn't keep up, Zoro wouldn't be a captain, he wouldn't be a lieutenant, but I think a little bit different. Later on in the video, I'm gonna rank Zoro and tell you where I think he would be in the Bleach universe. But I'm first off gonna start with Zoro would definitely not be filler. So let's go through a couple of Zoro's strength feats, durability, and things that he has that would keep him afloat inside of the Bleach universe. There's actually two ways you can look at this. You can look at this by just putting current Zoro how he is inside of Bleach right now, or you can put current Zoro in Bleach with the ability to get a Bankai. But if you put current Zoro in Bleach right now, he's definitely getting a Bankai. Current Zoro right now in One Piece, if you put him into the Bleach universe, 100% getting a Bankai. Just the control that he has and the ability and communication to speak and understand his weapon. Just look, he can talk to Enma, he can talk to his other swords. Zoro's getting a Bankai. Shikai, 100%, Bankai, 100%. But for all sake, we're not going to do that. We're going to save that for another video. So if you guys want to see what if Zoro had a Bankai or what would Zoro's Bankai be, make sure to like this video and subscribe. And if this video gets to 100 likes, I'll definitely make that video. Since the Straw Hats got to the New World, Zoro has only been able to show his true strength within Wano. Before Wano, we had people fighting Hordy and low diffing him, Pika and low diffing him with crazy feats. Zoro was able to cut a mountain in half when he fought Pika. He was able to defeat Hordy Jones underwater, and Hordy's a fishman. Zoro has a fast enough reaction time to block bullets with his sword. And let's not even start talking about Zoro's endurance. Do I have to remind you guys of nothing happened? And Zoro has shown his endurance multiple times throughout the series. I almost like to compare Zoro to Ikkaku in a way, with just his crazy durability. One, do you remember that scene when Arlong picked Zoro up and said, "How are you still even alive?" after looking at his wounds that Mihawk gave him? Come on, Zoro's crazy. And then Wano's just a whole different story. We've had Zoro get so many power-ups in Wano, it's not even funny, because it's the first time he's actually been able to go all out. In the New World, we have Zoro's Conqueror's Haki. So I want to talk about Conqueror's Haki for a little. One of Conqueror's Haki's abilities is the ability to submit people with your own will, kind of like spiritual pressure. And we know Zoro has a very strong Conqueror's Haki. Just look what he did to Big Mom and Kaido. So I honestly believe when it comes to the spiritual pressure clash, Zoro will be fine on that, because Haki and spiritual pressure are almost the same. And I know Zoro going into a spiritual pressure battle with any low-grade Soul Reaper, Zoro is knocking them out. He's probably almost doing the same thing that Kenpachi did to Ichigo. Zoro's doing that to all the other Soul Reapers. And we just have to understand how strong current Zoro is. Current Zoro's feats in Wano, he took on Killer while injured. He was able to fight Kaido and hold Kaido off for Luffy. He was able to defeat King, and he was able to throw an attack, one sword style attack with Enma, so powerful that it made Kaido dodge for the first time within that whole battle. And we also have to talk about the damage that that strike did that missed. It was able to cut a horn off of Onigashima. Onigashima is a skull with multiple floors inside of it, and that's where the whole battle took place. That's almost on scale to cutting a large sized mountain. Zoro was able to slice one of the most durable people in One Piece. Without a shadow of a doubt, we could say Kaido's the most durable. Kaido has the strongest Haki right now, and Zoro was able to wound him the same way that Oden did. Let's say Zoro did compete up a captain. I really wonder how strong Ashura would be against him, because Ashura was strong enough to scar Kaido. And I know I'm scaling Kaido and using Kaido as a scale a lot, but you just have to understand how powerful and strong Kaido actually is. And not only is Zoro just good with a sword, I can almost guarantee that in Bleach, Zoro has way more sword skill than a lot of Shinigami. And I mean a lot of Shinigami. I'm putting Zoro in the top 1% when it comes to sword skill, because we see a lot of Shinigamis, and yes, they're good with a sword, but when it comes to Zoro, he's on a different level when it comes to sword skill. Soul Reapers can barely handle one Zanpakuto. You're fighting Zoro and he has 3 Zanpakuto, and you think that's going to be an easy fight? Not even close. But the real question is, where would I rank Zoro? Where would he be? I put Zoro at high lieutenant level, very high lieutenant level, and probably the weakest captain. And I know a lot of people aren't going to agree with that, but the reason why I'm putting Zoro so high is just because of the other grade of Shinigami. Like, look at, like, literally, let's go through and look at the lieutenants that we have, and you tell me how many you think Zoro can beat. First, we have Omaida, we have Izuru, we have Shuhei, we have Mushiro, we have Ikkaku, we have Yachiru, and we have Renji. There's only 2 lieutenants that I do not think Zoro will beat, Sasakibe and Ikkaku. And notice, the only 2 lieutenants that I named have a Bankai. Zoro gets a Bankai, it's putting him captain level. Well, that's one of the requirements to become a captain, but we still have people in the series that have Bankais and aren't as strong as captain. Renji too. Renji has a Bankai. I believe that Zoro is beating Renji. Hands down, 100%, I believe Zoro is beating Renji. The only reason why I wouldn't put Zoro at captain level is because he doesn't have a Bankai. If Zoro was a captain level, he'd be the weakest captain. The second Zoro learns Shunpo and gets a Bankai, he would 100% be captain level. And I believe that Zoro would get a Bankai within a span of a week if he had the ability to do it. But that's for a whole different video. But I honestly do believe if I was to do this video again at the end of the series of One Piece, Zoro would 100% be captain level. By the end of One Piece, well, of course. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. Make sure to like and subscribe. And remember, if we get this video to 100 likes, we're doing what would Zoro's Bankai be. But with all that being said, you guys have a good day or night wherever in the world, and peace.